can't tell me what to do. I just came in here to tell you that. No, I'm not. We're twitching.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Alive.
Yeah, you did it. That's progress. What I'm doing is not progress. Why isn't this working?
Hans.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Can.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool corner.
Had to get Chrome all set up, so sorry. Carl has a consternated face on.
Yeah, I mean, the tiled works, except my own video is small.
Right.
Well, we'll figure it out later.
What if you went into presenter mode and showed Trello?
Oh, and then
Just
let's
did a full
see.
screen.
Let's see how that would work.
Hope you don't have any offensive windows running right now.
No, I'm generally...
That's just me.
Oh, but, well...
You're still small.
I'm still small. That doesn't work.
JK.
And it doesn't show the Trello mode. So, it's fine. We'll make do with this for how it is for now.
Yep.
But I should open up this. And today is August 1st.
Oh my gosh, it's already August.
Crazy. Yeah.
Woo!
Who wants to go first?
I can go first. My update is pretty simple. Yesterday I thrashed around with UI stuff, trying to go through sort of Tyson's design and think about how we'll go about implementing it in UE. There's a few little areas that I have some questions about, but they're really pretty minor details, so I'm sure we'll be probably pretty flexible on them. A lot of the angles and overlaps of angles create some interesting challenges, I think. But nothing seems undoable that I can think about right now. So I'm just not super proficient with it yet, so it's going pretty slow. I will probably start speeding up as we start getting towards more final documents, and George gets through some of the rest of the functionality stuff that we'll be looking for. I'm still not quite clear on how we land the plane in terms of functionality that's in the design that we haven't implemented yet and aren't going to implement by the first ship, but we got to get the UI in a way that looks somewhat complete. So I got a little bit of thinking to do about that today. Then I'm going to try and block in the left-hand side, which is the food, population, and ship stats. So I want to try and get through the blocking on that today and get in some of the textures. I put a big pause on the buttons because I got some real weird challenges there. George, I'd love to talk to you about one of those.
Sure.
Because we have the buttons on the left hand and the right hand side, and we're going to have a varying number of those. They have to scale, but I can't get a horizontal box to populate from the right side to the left side instead of left side to right side.
Oh, I know what that is. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull in our we're gonna have to make a special horizontal box.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I couldn't figure out a way to do it automatically, except like gross hacks, like literally invert the whole thing, which flips the icon.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
just
not
ugly.
what we want.
No. So there's going to be some challenges there. So I kind of backed up from that for right now, and the design of those isn't done. So I'm going to focus on the left-hand side today, try and get those stats menus taken care of, and figure out how we're going to anchor them on the left-hand side there.
Okay.
So that's probably where I'll work today. I choose George.
Okay. Last night I continued with ship pop-up. I've got it now to the point where it's populating exclusive and non-exclusive abilities in different grids, and when you click an exclusive ability that has an execution time, it gets rid of all the rest of them and shows you a progress bar that never moves because I haven't hooked it up, and a cancel button that doesn't cancel because I haven't hooked it up. So that's going to be part of what I'm doing today. And that should probably conclude everything that we want to do with a ship pop-up. I'm sure there will be things in the future that I've either forgotten or just come up, or maybe bugs. But other than that, the ship pop-up should be done, and then I'll get on the celestial body pop-up. That's it. I also will have to. Also, I don't have my phone right now, so when they call me from the phone repair shop, or not call, lol, lol, lol. When they email me from the phone repair shop, then I will be leaving to go pick up my phone. I pick Carl.
Let's see. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I don't even remember. Yesterday we did the product owner sprint thing. I had a one-on-one with Brandon. We talked through some faction stuff. Talked through some sound stuff. I got a sound request or a music request off to my buddy Jeff. And see if we hear back from him. Had a big meeting with George and Tyson and Hans about UI stuff to get some alignment there and figure out the next set of stuff. And I played a decent amount of Oxygen Not Included into the wee hours of the night. Today, I am meeting with Tyson for lunch, actually, and then probably work on whatever needs to be worked on, I guess. I want to make sure that we're set up for stuff for the rest of the week as far as streaming and that kind of stuff. And probably sync with Hans and everyone on UI stuff to see if there's any UX stuff that I need to do. And I think that's about it. Will.
Yesterday, I think I pretty much exclusively worked on cleaning up code that George was having trouble with. And yep, that's pretty much it. Today, I assume I will be doing more of that. I'll be bugging George after this meeting to see if there's anything I can help him with. And the other thing that I would potentially be doing is working on abilities, either findable ones or stuff that's vessel specific. The biggest problem with these is a lot of these have to do with scanning and exploiting, and since the UI isn't in yet, it's difficult to test them or implement them.
It's so close. But yeah, it's not in yet.
Yep, and lots of pregnancy scares. So I am distracted.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so awesome.
And that's it for me.
Cool.
One thing, Will, at some point, like when Brandon's in, and hopefully before you are out, he had some questions. He had some questions about some things he was thinking about doing with bots on Discord, and I haven't dug into Dino at all. So two things on that. One, we should probably get a conversation together with him about what he wants to do in terms of playtesting and feedback that he's seen on some other servers, and he'd like to see how that might work for us. And two, you and I should spend some time before you head out on how Dino's set up, how I access it, yada yada yada. So I have some some ability to modify that if we need to. So
Totally agree. I think if it is possible to do what he wants to do in Dino, Brandon should be able to do it too. It's not
Okay.
like hard to use. If
Cool.
it's not possible to do though, I mean, it's a lot of work to build those bots. So we'll have to make sure that it's justified.
Yeah, and there may be, we can add more than one bot. There may be other bots that work to do what we need to do or whatever. But again, I think just talking to him to see what the capability would be, and then making sure myself and Brandon have the ability to jump in and do things with Dino if needed. So
Good. Yeah. My primary concern is that the last time I jumped into Botland and got really excited about it, it took me a whole day, which is not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
It was fun, but probably not a good use of my time, all things considered.
No, I get that.
Cool. Anything we need to show or talk about?
I guess I could show my thing.
Yeah.
Show your thing. I want to see the UIs.
Okay, 1 second. Let me figure out how to share again. Present now. That's what it was. Present your entire screen. I could try it. Which screen? This screen. Share. Is that working?
What is going on Twitch?
Can you see it?
Oh, now it is. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see here, this ship doesn't have any abilities, so that little chunk is no longer there. But when I click the ship that does have abilities, it appears, it populates. These are, oh, there's a border there. Whoops, I have to fix that. That's okay, that'll be easy. So these are actually it kind of looks good. The abilities that you can do. So if I press scan, and now oh boy, love the slideshow. If I press the thing, it says that it's scanning, and then as soon as it's done, which it should have been done already. Why is it not done?
Your time is paused.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, thank you. So here we go. Oh, whoops, it goes backwards. Did you see? That was awesome.
That was funny.
It totally, oh wait, that makes sense.
It works. It's just backwards working.
That's how much time you need. That the time text doesn't work. And you can exploit too. So that takes 30 seconds. You can see it slowly going down. So I can commit this will, and does that unblock you at all?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So that's where I am with that. Did some work on, although I don't know why all these are disabled now. That might be a bug as well that I'll try and look into it, but if you know why these would all be disabled, saying we can't build them.
Yes, I do know why. It's because all of them cost
resources.
300 metal and we only have 160.
Yup. I just realized that.
Yeah, I did that same thing yesterday. I was like, why the heck can't I build any of these? Oh, it's because George made them heckin' expensive.
I haven't touched them. I didn't change their costs. That's just like what we picked from the beginning. I haven't balanced it yet because we haven't gotten to that point. And that's, I guess I'll also work on the tooltip for these so that you know why, it's not working. Because that would be kind of useful. If I couldn't figure it out, our players certainly won't.
I think I'm going to have to break that fleet summary off of the box on the left-hand side too. So just a heads up, that may end up moving.
You mean the box in the bottom left?
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of it. It sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah. So I may just delete it then for now.
Yes.
That's fine.
In terms of the pop-up, and then we can come back and populate it later.
You can even get rid of it from Perforce. We don't need it.
Okay.
If it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else to share?
I would like to share that it's kind of liberating not having a phone.
I would like that.
I like phones.
I feel like you like the idea of it, Hans.
Yeah, you may be right.
Like, I actually don't care if anyone contacts me.
So another. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, that one of the things I really like about, frick, my brain just turned off. Golfing is that I put my phone in the car and then I don't have a phone for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Completely done.
Anyway, so
One other thing, I put a document inside public development, which is now inside the company drive. Um, that is games for potential game time. Just because I realized that I was trying to remember a bunch of the games that were mentioned, and going through play games with me is a nightmare mess of discoverability. It's great for the discussions we have there. It's bad when I want to go back and reference things. And I just have 3 tabs in that list, which is games that are less than 4 players, games that are exactly 4 players, and then games that can be played with 6 or more. With the idea that as I'm looking for games that would be fun for us to play together, I'm realizing that there's a fair number of games that uh, work for 4 players, but not for the number of people we could have playing, which is up to 6. And so I'm trying to keep those lists separate just so I can reference how many people are going to be there on a given day and what we have. And then I can also reference, like, I think Blackout Club would be really fun, but Will wouldn't want to play Blackout Club because it's going to be a first-person experience. So once Will is out on paternity leave, we can play that game without him and tell him to go suck an egg. But just
Rude.
just so we have stuff. And so I was also looking at like Ultimate Chicken Horse, which I think would be a great game to have Brandon just die in agony and frustration. And it's also only up to 4 players. So just if you have ideas, throw them there, and then I'll be organizing it from there and letting people know what we're going to be playing. So
Sounds
well,
good.
Will's opinion won't matter when he's off to Daddy Land.
It's not an opinion. I get carsick when I play first-person games.
Yep.
I'm the same way. I can't play Borderlands because of it, unfortunately. I really wanted to as well. That's totally my style of game.
I hate all of you
Why?
because I want to play Blackout Club.
Nobody's
Then
stopping
find
you.
some friends
You
who
do
play
it.
first-person games.
I
There's
don't
like 10
have
billion of them.
friends. I don't have friends who play
I
games
mean,
with
whose
me.
problem is that? Jeez.
Well, I pay you guys for it to be your problem. So there you
All
go.
right,
have
you want to
to be
pay
your
me to
friend.
vomit on stream?
No,
Well, there you
My
go.
friendship costs a lot of money.
I agree. So does our burn rate.
That was so funny, Will. I love that.
Y'all
Okay.
terrible.
All right. Well, I checked in that thing, Will, where I was. So have fun.
Is there anything, Hans or George, you can think of you need from me right off the top of your head?
No, I'm just crushing this UI stuff. More and more and more of it.
Nice. Cool. And Hans, just to confirm, you are out starting mid next week?
For Wednesday,
really?
Thursday, Friday. Yep. I am at family camp. We go every year.
Yep. And are you back on Monday, or are you still out Monday?
I usually try and take Monday off so I can unpack and stuff, but I'll probably be back.
Okay.
So I originally, when I first signed up, I booked it as out because I normally do. But with the beginning of sprint being that day and all that other stuff, I'll probably just come in. So
Okay.
Because I am home that day.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I'll pull that off the calendar too. So
Okay. Anyone have anything else before we wrap it up?
negatory.
Nope.
I'm good.
You gonna be streaming, George?
I can, yeah.
It's
Although
up to you.
any minute now, I'm gonna be getting the message from the. Actually, I should call them because they were supposed to be done by 1. But yeah, I can stream.
It's up to you. Just figured
I like it.
I'd ask. Since we have 5 viewers,
Whoa, really?
We have 5?
that's what it says.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
I don't see Banana 909, so I think he took off. But
I think it's because he likes me
he does like you.
and none of you.
That is probably true. You help him with his buttons.
I didn't help him at all. I was just like, "Do you want to describe the problem?" And then he didn't, and I said, "That doesn't help." so I can't help you.
Fair enough. All right. Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.